Hello everybody. My name is Dr. Dologa. I am a commodity trading advisor in Paris, France. The title of this video is Elliott Wave Trading, Theory and Practice, and we'll talk about impulsive wave fractals. This is video number 2, which is a part of video series named Professional Wave of Reading Elliott Wave Chart. All the PDF can be obtained from the author. The purpose of this video series is teaching the trader the perspective of how the Elliott waves can increase the trading profit. This hard task is the same as that of the 4 manuals written by us. These videos will show parts of Volume 1 to Volume 4, a journey of 2,145 pages associated with 2,400 charts and 158 Excel trading files. The reader will assimilate step by step the practical aspects of trading from the Elliott wave labeling to the professional trading strategies. These videos and manuals describe in a simpler manner the difficult task of becoming a professional trader. Parts of these manuals can be read at our website, elliottwaves-trading.com. Contents of multiple topic videos. Video number 1, it's about the trend. Video number 2 concerns the impulsive wave fractals. Video number 3 concerns the Elliott wave corrections. Video number 4 treats about corrective wave fractals. And video number 5 describes the Elliott wave cycle. It's important to mention that for an optimal understanding and assimilation, this section must be read in the above order. Video number 2. Impulsive wave fractals. Misunderstanding the fractals brings in trading uncertainty and poor profit. Concerning the profit, there is a lot at stake. Why? Because the chart fractals are entangled and not easy to grasp. Their understanding uncovers market complexity through waves and subwaves. Through the years of our Elliott wave practice, we found a more efficient technique based on fractals. Their mastering will greatly increase the trading results, thus yielding a much higher profit. For professional traders, the impulsive multiple degree fractals represents the secret of Elliott wave trading, which enables a thorough understanding of the waves. Trend is an organized structure within the market chaos based on fractals. We can say that the fractals are the secrets of the Elliott wave labeling. The mysterious word fractal means simply an entity within another entity. This is valid for the real world. See as an example the left side with the Russian dolls. They have the same shape but different sizes and volumes, being strongly entangled. The chart fractal is a pattern within a pattern. We can easily say that the market charts form double fractals. First, a trend has swings, which contain lower degree swings, and so on. Second, a chart time frame encloses a lower one, which in turn holds an even lower one, and so on. Trend is an organized structure within the market chaos based on fractals. This was first described by Dr. Prigogine, Nobel Prize in 1977. If we take a look at this drawing, we see 3 parts on the left, in the middle, and on the right. The left side describes the uptrend order phase. Take a look on the lower left corner. And this will enter the chaos zone, and it's called the bifurcation phase 1. Then in the middle we have the chaos zone, which is an energy building pattern mostly, and is formed by a sideways market. On the right side we have either an uptrend order phase, with of course the bifurcation phase number 2 from the chaos to the order phase, and then if it goes down, that it's called the downtrend order phase. Market is formed by an organized and also disorganized structure within the market chaos based on fractals. Organized chaos forms the trending, and corrected disorder forms really the chaos. If we take a look on this chart, we see 3 swings This is the first, the second, and the third, which represent organized chaos, meaning the order. And then we have two corrections. This is the first, this is the second, which represent the disorder, meaning the chaos, the real chaos. Trend is defined as organized structure within the market. Chaos has a slant axis forming 3 trending waves and 2 counter-trending waves. First degree fractal. Once you have drawn the trend axis from the lowest low to the highest high in an ascending direction, we will do the following. We observe first the number of counter-trend swings, preferably the biggest. They are marked W2 and W4, and of course represented by 2 drawn ellipses. They form the first degree trend fractal. Then we'll specify the position. Is it the beginning of the trend? Is it the end of the trend? Or is it in the middle of the trend? Then we evaluate the sizes in increasing order. Is it small? Is it bigger? Then we classify the horizontal sizes, which means time-consuming. We classify the vertical size, which means price-consuming. Among the multiple corrections, select first the biggest 2, like over here, W2 and W4, and we'll see that the nearest vertical ellipses to the trend origin, it's called wave W2 parentheses, and the nearest horizontal ellipses closer to the trend termination, it's marked wave W4 parentheses. Second degree fractals. Once we have selected the 2 biggest corrections, labeled W2 and W4, right here in the beginning of the trend and here at the end of the trend, we go on and we observe the number of the next smaller counter-trend swings, smaller ellipses marked subwave W2 and subwave W4. This is subwave W2 and this is subwave W4, and of course they belong to the wave W parentheses 3. All this form the second degree fractal of the trend. Let's go even deeper and talk about the third degree fractal. Once we have selected the ellipses corresponding to the first and the second degree, labeled W2 parentheses, W4 parentheses, it's right here, W2 parentheses, W4 parentheses, and then we go on, identify the W2 and W4, W2 and W4, like we said, belongs to W3 parentheses. We go even further down and we are looking for the next smaller counter-trending swings, which are smaller ellipses marked parentheses WI and parentheses I5, belonging to the subwave W3 of wave W3 parentheses, which forms the third degree fractal of the trend. Let's take a chart example of the first degree fractal. We go again for the first ellipsis, which shows us W2 parentheses. Then we go for the second ellipse, which is second correct wave, labeled W4 parentheses, and of course before W2 we got W1, after W2 we got W3, and after W4 we got W5 parentheses. In the conclusion, we have 3 ascending swings and 2 counter-trend corrections. We take another example of the first degree fractal, and we see 2 things. We see the correction here marked by ellipses pertaining to W2 parentheses and W4 parentheses, and of course we have also the trend axis, which goes from the lowest low to the highest high, and we always try to find a symmetry made by this trend line. The second degree fractal, let's take this example. Whatever the fractal we do within a trend or within a swing or a sub-swing, we always look at the slant trend line. As we just talked about the first one, which is beginning of the trend, in the end of the trend. Then what we do, we take a lower degree, which is the trend line of wave W3 parentheses. And if we take a look at from the beginning to the end of W3 parentheses, we'll have this trend line, which will show us the first correction closer to the beginning of W3 parentheses and the last correction closer to the termination of W3. Let's go even further, and instead of taking the W3 parentheses, we'll take only the W3 wave. Again, we take the trend line, which is from the beginning of W3 to the end of W3, and we have the two allocated corrections. This is of the subwave 2, and this is of the subwave 4. Of course, this is in Roman form, parentheses. We go even deeper than that, which is a 4th degree fractal, and we did the W3 parentheses, we did the W3 no parentheses, and now we go inside the W3 no parentheses, and we take this trend line, which pertains to the subwave triple I parentheses. Once again, we see beautifully the smaller ellipses of subwave 2 and even smaller of subwave 4. Over here is nothing else but a global view of fractals, which once again emphasizes the role of trend lines and ellipses. If we take the degrees of the fractal, we have the highest degree, which is the first fractal, having the trend line TL1, with the two biggest ellipses of the two corrective waves. Then we have TL2, which is the trend line of the wave W3 parentheses, TL2, with the allocated, again, with the allocated corrections. This is the first ellipse of W2, and this is the last ellipse of W4. And go even deeper, we have right here TL3, and TL3, it's the trend line of the wave 3. And the same thing, we go in deeper, and we have the trend line of the triple I parentheses. Okay. Here we reach the end of this video number 2, and please allow me to express here all my thanks for the moments of happiness and also for the enhanced mental reward acquired during the period of teaching you. On the left side you have my email, mirkdologa@yahoo.com, and on the right side we have the addresses of our two specialized websites. The first one specialized in its name, ElliottWaves-trading.com, and the second one is pitchforktrader.com. Underneath, we have listed our credentials. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you lots of luck.